Back in 2017, I reviewed the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, and here's what I said in my conclusion. I had a lot of fun playing these games, and I hope we get more remasters like this. Crash Team Racing, the Spyro Trilogy, that would be awesome. We got the Spyro Trilogy remake, and I loved it. We now have the Crash Team Racing remake, so I have everything I've ever wanted. I want to say right away that I am really enjoying this game. I am very happy with it. This game surprised me in many ways, but the biggest was how different the game feels compared to other kart racers I've played. I have played and am still playing a ton of Mario Kart. When I jumped into Team Sonic Racing, after a race or two, I felt good enough to jump online and put up a fight. That's because the game felt familiar enough. Crash Team Racing, though, is a whole different story. I booted up the game, I started playing it, and wow. I was absolutely terrible at it. So bad. Don't look, shield your eyes, look away. The biggest difference between this game and the others I mentioned is how the boosting works as well as the drifting. I'm not joking, boosting takes some practice. 8 hours later, I'm pretty good at boosting, but I can still improve. More so than Mario Kart, more so than Sonic, the boosting in this game feels so very satisfying. Even though I was awful at first, it's cool looking back and seeing how much I've improved at the game, and I could feel myself improving while I was playing, which I always enjoy. While racing, there's a lot to pay attention to. Your boost meter, you have to learn the tracks, what's the best way to get through them. Keep an eye on your enemies, items, environmental hazards, shortcuts. I find this game is much more challenging and less forgiving than Mario Kart and Sonic. Which is great because Mario Kart has been dominating for so long, so it's nice that Crash Racing earns a place in the genre. The first thing I did when I got the game was play through the adventure. This is the game's story mode. You can choose to play the classic or Nitro-Fueled mode. I played the Nitro-Fueled mode first, and I chose medium difficulty. It took me about 7 hours to 100% complete it. The story is about an alien who wants to take over the world unless someone can defeat him in a race. I appreciate that there is a story, and it was entertaining enough. In the adventure mode, there's a hub with different areas. In each area, there are portals to different races. You gotta win first place in each race in an area to verse that area's boss. Defeat the boss and you gain access to the next area with a new set of races, win those, verse the boss, rinse and repeat. Once you win first place in all the races, once you defeat all the bosses, you can verse the final boss. Beat him and you'll see the end credits. However, in order to get the real ending, you must 100% complete the adventure mode and verse the final boss one last time. Basically, in the adventure mode, after winning first place in a race, you get access to 2 different challenges for that race. CTR races have the letters C, T, and R scattered around the track. You must collect the letters and win first place. Relic races are time trials. Win the race within a certain amount of time, breaking boxes stops the clock. These were fun, though I did prefer the CTR races. Winning these races can take a couple of tries. I'm surprised how challenging the game can be, and I really enjoy the challenge. I will say the last 2 bosses did get my blood boiling after a certain point. They can feel so cheap, but it's doable, and they only took me a handful of tries. These are the other offline modes. There's a lot here for offline players. The game even features up to 4-player split screen. I haven't tried it, but I'm always happy to see a game has a split screen option. I was really surprised by the number of tracks. I originally thought there were about 18 tracks in the game because that's how many you see in the adventure mode, but it turns out there are 32 racing tracks and an additional 12 battle stages. There are currently 25 characters in the game and they're divided into 3 classes: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. These 3 classes do play differently. Characters within each class, with a few exceptions, all have the same stats. I like the roster of characters. With the Crash Trilogy remake still fresh in my mind, it was nice seeing a lot of these characters again. The skins are cool and fun, and I like that some skins you can only unlock through challenges, like winning a certain amount of races with that character. You can change your kart, paint job, tires, add stickers. All of the karts play the same. The differences are only cosmetic. By playing any of the modes, you earn coins which can be used to buy items in the pit stop. Items here change every 24 hours. A lot of the cosmetic stuff in this game is exclusive to the pit stop, so the only way you're going to get it is by playing the game, earning the coins, and buying it. I like that I have a ton of stuff to work towards, to buy. The grind makes me want to play the game. It is worth mentioning though, you can only access the pit stop if you're connected to the internet. So offline players are missing out on a huge chunk of cosmetic stuff. Here's a complaint I have, something I hope they adjust. They gotta change the amount of coins you earn by playing anything but the online multiplayer. Playing medium difficulty in the adventure mode, getting first place, I was getting 20 to 40 coins per race. Items in the pit stop can go from 3,000 to over 7,000. While playing the online multiplayer, I could earn 200 to 300 coins. Speaking of which, how is the online multiplayer? You can do races or battles against your friends or versus random people around the world. Online performance has been mixed for me. Some of my first online races, I did run into some problems with people dropping or being stuck at the start of the race, in which I had to restart the application. The second batch of online races though were much better. I didn't run into any problems. I can keep you guys updated down in the comments if you like. The online multiplayer is fun. With some more polish, it could be great. I would like some kind of ranking system. With all the future updates, they're adding characters, carts, paint jobs, stickers, wheels, costumes, and even a new track with each update. They're even adding Spyro to the game as a free character later this year, and that's just awesome. I love free stuff, and we'll wait to see how it turns out. Right now, it all sounds a bit too good to be true, but we'll see. Visually, the game looks amazing, and I love how much charm it has. If you played the original trilogy, I think there's a lot here you'll appreciate, whether it's the roster of characters, the locations of the tracks, or what's going on in the background. It's time to wrap this up. Overall, I had a blast playing Crash Team Racing. It's better than I thought it was going to be. Yet another remake I am very happy with. I'm looking forward to improving at the game, and the future is looking nice with a bunch of free stuff coming soon. I love the challenge, the single player experience, all the cosmetic stuff, the split screen option. The online multiplayer is fun, though it could use a bit more polish. It's time for the ultimate question: will I be returning to Crash Team Racing? And the answer is a definite yes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you played it, let me know how you're liking it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask down below. And of course, thanks for watching.